You know, I've suffered with Crohn's disease for 12 years, and I've been in and out, like I said, at the hospital. I've been sick. At the hospital, I was quarantined because I had 2 infections. And so if you came to my room, they weren't really allowing a lot of people to my room. You had to wear a gown and gloves. And I was out of it, and I woke up, and he was in there, and I saw him with his, his gown on and gloves and everything else like that, and he was praying. So I'm like, oh, I'm out of it, so I'm just gonna let him pray. So he continued to pray, and I went back to sleep, and I woke up probably about an hour later, and he was still there praying. And I opened my eyes up, and I go, hey, Ron. He's like, yeah. And I said, oh, what's going on? He's like, I'm just praying for you, man. I've been here for about an hour. And I said, cool. And he's like, a miracle just happened. And I said, okay, cool. Cool. I believe it. And so I was kind of confused because I said, hey, Ron, just a few minutes ago I was laying here. Did you touch me while you were praying for me? And he's like, no, I didn't touch you. I said, did a doctor come in or something and touch me, or nurses, or did they do something, check my blood pressure? Anybody come in and touch me? I said, no, nobody came and touched you. It was just me for the last hour, just praying. I was walking back and forth praying. Okay? So I was laying there, and I looked behind my bed, and there wasn't much room behind there. Because what I felt a few minutes earlier was these hands that reached over the top of the bed and held my face. And I said, you sure you didn't touch me? He said, no. Okay. And I told him, I said, well, there was these hands that reached over the back of my bed and touched my face. He said, well, that was God. I said, okay, cool. As I was laying there and I was sleeping, oh my gosh, I started feeling these hands all over me, these hallucinations happening, I guess. And I got scared. And I woke Kellery up and I said, baby, you gotta pray for me. I'm feeling like people are touching me. And it's scaring me. And she prayed for me. I said, I just want to sleep. And I would lay down, and it was so real. It felt like people were touching me. I went home last Sunday, and it was weird for me to go home. I was kind of anxious and a little nervous of what was happening and just the transition of it all. And Sunday, I went to sleep. Monday rolled around, and it was an interesting day for me on Monday. And Monday night came. There was men's Bible study. I went down and hung out with the guys for a bit. And then after Bible study, I went up to my room to go to bed, and I could not sleep because God was having me be present with Him and just wanted me to be with Him. And one thing He kept on saying is, I was thanking God for my healing. And I'm going to say something that might sound kind of weird, but if anybody you know with Crohn's disease, you go to the bathroom a lot, all right? I'll just put it out there. I'm in the bathroom quite a bit, man. Up to 30, 40 times a day I'm going to the bathroom. And every time I go to the bathroom, I always say, thank you, Jesus. That was probably weird. And when I'm hurting, I'm cramping, and it hurts like hell, I'll just tell you. And I sit there and I say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for my healing. That's what I always say. I've said that now for 12 years, guys. One Tuesday morning, Monday night, early Tuesday morning, when I couldn't sleep, I went back onto my throne, a place I've been many times before, and I sat there. And as I was sitting there, I said, thank you, Jesus, like I have for the last 12 years. And at that very moment, God said to me, Dan, it's done. Today, right now, you are healed. In that very moment, guys, God healed me right then. 12 years. 12 years of pain, hurt. In an instant, God touched my body and a miracle happened. And it happened, and God showed me at that moment. It happened that week before on that Tuesday when Ron was praying for me. And he said, Dan, Those hands that reached over were mine. Those hands that reached over and held your face were my hands. And when you were scared and all those hands were touching you, thought it was hallucinations, it was my mighty angels touching you, healing your body. You were healed at that moment. But you recognized it now. You see it now because you see me. You see me, my spirit right now. And I'll tell you guys, this week, has been amazing for me. Oh my God, you don't understand. You don't understand how amazing this has been for me to experience God's healing power.
I need to interject because, you know, this week's been amazing for him, but it's been amazing for us as a family too. And I have to tell you that, you know, I've talked about this before, that it's been years since I've seen Dan laugh or smile. And I'm not talking about like, hey, how are you? I'm talking about really, you know, just have a personality, really. And this week, it's like, this is the Dan that I used to date, but like, better. You know what I mean? Because he gets close to God and just, I don't know, you know, we've been blessed throughout this, and I feel like our family's been healed because of this miracle that's happened. So it's been pretty amazing.
I'm here to declare to you today, as of the 8th, God has healed.